All right, guys, today we're going to go through two things. First is the team update from AGS that just came out this morning. And then there is a follow-up to that where CN actually got their season 2 of Paradise. And I got some notes on that from Howie I'm going to go through. But we'll start here with the team update. All right. Team update progression events. Heroes of Arcasia, we're making a few updates and changes to the planned surrounding progression events that were previously discussed in our last roadmap. Key upcoming changes to improve player progression were recently shared through a director live stream in Korea. If you don't know what that is, they're like nerfing advanced honing, removing elixir and transcendence potentially, and some other stuff like that. We view these changes as extremely important to the new player or to the player experience in the West. Some examples include improving the experience for advanced honing stages 1 and 2, removing elixirs and transcendence, and moving the effects elsewhere. Interesting. Hey, Rain. These are changes that our team and community have been championing for. I can't read. As they are important to the overall player experience in Lost Ark. We're excited to collaborate with Smilegate RPG and bring these changes to the West as soon as possible, and are delaying our planned progression events from November to December. Really? Just do a second event. You should have moved this event in November to October because there's nothing. We're like on life support out here. Like, is that about to give away things twice? Like, I don't know, man. I don't think so. All these new players that have been coming back lately, and I'm like, yeah, just wait for November. Wait for November. Promise. Ha 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 ha. That's crazy, man. I can't believe they're postponing it. I feel like that's a very... I don't understand how we went from a great summer of moving events forward to accommodate new and returning players and championing new and returning players, and then just having this huge slump right here. It's been real tough, guys. Like, it's been a dry October. Let's just be real with each other. Now we have another dry month so far, but then we get Kazaros like next week. It'll be fun. You know, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, man. I just feel like just do more than one event. I think they want to release a shittier event when they can delay it some weeks with the update stuff from Loan, maybe. Yeah, I mean, that's what they're citing here, but I still think they could just do a second event cast form. Like, I don't know, man. I get the desire to want the event to include the new stuff and make the event more encompassing, but like advanced honing stages 1 and 2, removing elixirs and transcendence. Let's say this is all that's going to be different, okay? Let's just assume. I know assumptions are bad, guys, but let's just assume that that's all that's going to be different. Like, you can fix that. You can just give people more books. You can give people more gold. You can do what they always do and just band-aid us with random, like, consumables. I don't know if it's, like, enough to, like, say, let's postpone the event another month when there's, like, people that are wanting to play the game and they can't because it's just not an event right now. But, you know, again, I think I know what players want, but I could be wrong. Yeah, there could be other changes, Pain and Tragedy. Like I said, I'm making a lot of assumptions here. Oh, well, no sense dooming over it. So if I've told you to wait for November, wait for December. Anyways, November will be about the celebrating the in-game and the hardcore players eagerly awaiting their chance to challenge the Lord of the Abyss, and December will be focused on helping provide a better new and returning player experience. We've worked to extend the current event Power Pass that was going to end in November for 1 month until the December update, as we didn't want a month-long gap while we wait for the changes. This should help any players who return or are looking to build out their roster in the meantime. Yeah, it's better than nothing. I mean, at this point in the game, we're 3.5 years into it, guys. I think I'm allowed to be a little bit critical. There's no reason to not always have an event. They need to have a way in the base game just to onboard players at this point. It shouldn't be surrounding like random events and random things going on and timing and worrying if we're going to have something to do in this month or something in the next month. So we got to push back an event or pull up an event and stuff like that. November will include the Kazaros Challenge event built to help players reach the in-game levels required to challenge Act 4 and document the final day. This system will release as it did in Korea. Players will be able to complete in-game progression-related missions such as clearing raid gates and reaching item level thresholds to earn valuable rewards that continue to help progression. It will help them with systems such as Karma, Advanced Honing 3 to 4, and include a variety of honing progression and art grid materials. We saw some concerns about needing to progress through both raids and maybe missing out on some art grid materials or Gold Week 1. So we've also added a little bonus event to give a few extra art grid materials and 70k gold for every player who completes some missions. However, we saw feedback that players wanted additional help, so you won't have to wait long. Another event will release in December, built to help increase progression. Details are still being developed. Alongside a new Power Pass and an Express event, combined with our push to include progression updates, this should help all adventurers in Arcasia reach in-game Whether that's a main character for a few or new returning player, or existing players wanting to raise an alternate character. Mokoko Bootcamp will still return this month and run until February with some changes. The Mokoko Bootcamp has been expanded to include players below item level 1700. Act 2 hard mode, Act 3, wait, hold on. Item level 1700 is the new Mokoko Bootcamp. Act 2 hard mode and Act 3 normal, so up to Mortem normal. So the previous, or 2 raids, I guess, because they're introducing 2 new raids. Interesting. So at least Brawl hard mode's in. Mortem normal. Make Mokoko Bootcamp perma. Can I be honest with you guys? I know everyone praises the Mokoko Bootcamp, but is it really doing that much? All I see is people just brute forcing people through raids for tokens. I don't know, man. Like, I like that it's here. It's better than nothing. But, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just being like, maybe I'm cranky today. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, I got a friend that can join. And, like, you know, it's like cast form. And then it's like alt roster form, you know, like just rolls up to the group. And you're like, with a little Magogo leaf on it. And you're like, hey, that's weird. That guy looks familiar. And the roster's name, like alt roster. And I'm like, hey, you're not a new player. And he's like, don't worry about it. I got you guys. And then everyone gets tokens and no one gets help. It does help, John. I think it does help. I know I'm being a little bit cynical right now. I'm just saying, I think a lot of people don't help in general. Maybe if it does not do as much as it did before, there's no reason to, yeah, no, I'm not saying don't have it, guys. I'm not. I think it's a good thing to have. Yeah, I was doing a lot of learning runs, guys, but then, you know, it's crazy. Okay, so, like, let me just talk about that, Demira. If I do a learning raid and I help someone learn a raid 1 week, do they learn the raid if I take them through the raid? If I give them callouts until they finish the raid, does it help them learn the raid? Yeah, sure. But they need to get reps. They need reps, guys. They need endless reps that we have because we do 6 raids a week times 3. They need 18 total raids a week. And then, like, so you have all these people with infinitely more reps. They get confidence, sure. But, like, let's say I take that time during stream to do that, okay? There's people who come in with the sole purpose of coming into stream to just get in a lobby with me, to get an easy clear, and then they don't come back. And that sucks, you know what I mean? And then you have people that come in on an alt roster trying to get into my raids. And that also sucks. And then you also have people that come in and just want to XDD while I'm trying to teach people. And then that sucks too. And so, like, yeah, I help people, but like right now, like I am so burnt out. Like I'm just like trying to make it, you know, I'm just trying to get like push myself over the finish line to Kazros right now. And like, so I feel bad when like people need help right now, but it's like, guys, like I just can't right now. I just can't. And it shouldn't be up to me to teach them how to play the game. Do I do it? Yeah, sure. I'll help people. But like, it's like a community thing, right? Multiple people should be doing it. And there are other people that do it. There's other people that help. But it's like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just cranky today. There's got to be a better way to onboard players. I think the Mokoko Bootcamp's great. I think it's better than nothing. I think it's encouraging people to take in new players. There's people who do teach, people that do take their time to help people. And then there's people that are like, looking for Mokoko, stay dead. And it's like, what does that help? Thanks for helping me through the raid a bunch of times. Best learning raids were with Doom. Zephys Wata 2 were there too, so thanks, dudes. Yeah, kill him, of course, man. I like the Mokoko Bootcamp event. I know that was like a knee-jerk reaction there, but fuck, man, like, there's just a lot of people taking advantage of a lot of stuff, and it's just, honestly, I'm a little mentally tired of it. You know what the best thing for new players was, guys, in my opinion? And it sucks to admit this. Probably the Ignite server is when you have new players grouping with new players clearing raids. Like, that's the best time in Lost Ark is when people of equal skill, like experience, just hop in a raid together, fuck around and find out. And then when you have like a bunch of veterans getting mad at new players because they don't learn fast enough, like that doesn't help. Ignite could be good, but how can they limit alt rosters? I don't give a fuck about the alt rosters, guys. Like, can I just be real? If alt rosters are a problem, why isn't there like a firm fucking policy saying don't do it? Like, if they're a problem, make a policy and punish them. Easy. Like, I don't, like, we can't stop forward movement because, like, someone's going to take advantage of it. Okay, anyways, guys, we got sidetracked talking about the Mokoko Bootcamp, talking about the events. I don't know about pushing stuff back. It is what it is. Mokoko Bootcamp will still return this month and run until February with some changes. The Mokoko Bootcamp has been expanded to include players below item level 1700, Act 2 hard mode, Act 3 normal mode, include a variety of new rewards. We anticipate veteran players time to be more occupied in the beginning as they learn the 2 new in-game raids, arriving Act 4 and the final day. We will hopefully have more time to help Mokokos when the fresh wave of progression updates and events arrive in December. While there may be not as many Mokokos in November, players will still be able to help them through raids for event tokens if they have the time. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So if they put out a new Mokoko Bootcamp the week of the new raid. While we know some players were looking forward to creating a new character, we think that this update will be a large positive overall for players in different stages of their journey through Arcasia, letting veterans challenge casuals before we welcome fresh waves of reinforcements in December. There'll be more news of what you can expect in November, updating the Eye on Arcasia later this week, and full release notes next week. In the meantime, we will wish you luck in the preparation for the Day of Prophecy, and we'll see you in Arcasia.